Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd and welcome back to another NBA 2K16 rebuild. So this time I'm going to be using the Philadelphia 76ers for this rebuild. Now the Sixers are a little bit easier than the other teams. Even though they don't have the talent, they come with a lot of draft picks to begin with. So we're going to be using that for our advantage, or to our advantage, in this rebuild. So right away we're going to go ahead and load up some draft classes. This time I'm going to be using a draft class I haven't used yet, but it could be interesting to see how it ends up turning out. So instead of going with this draft class that we went with last time, we're going to go with the Silks guy's draft class because he has 3 of them, so we might as well go with his, and you know all the players should match up. So we'll go ahead and load up his draft class, and right away we will take a look at the roster. And you see Jahlil Okafor is there, Nerlens Noel, Ish Smith is there, Joel Embiid. We pretty much want to get rid of almost everybody except for maybe Jahlil Okafor. But when I was talking about the draft picks, this is what I mean. They have their own draft pick, of course. Then they have the Lakers' first round pick, and they have the Miami Heat's first round pick. So already 3 first round picks to start this thing off. And we're going to go ahead and try to get some more. So right away I said Ish Smith has to go. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get a first round pick for Ish Smith. So we put him on the trade finder, and you see right away we get a first round pick for Atlanta, but that's from next year. Still going through some of the players that we could get. Orlando will give us a first round pick, that's also for next year. New Orleans gives us one, but that's from 2 years from now. The Pistons will give us one, but that's from next year as well. Toronto will give us one for this year, and that looks about it. The OKC Thunder will give us one. And that's pretty much all I want to get. I want to get first round picks. So we'll go ahead and see who else we can get a first round pick for. Possibly. I just want to go after first round picks. So maybe instead of doing that, let's actually go through teams. And let's see who gave us a first round pick. I believe it was the Thunder, Detroit, and I think maybe Toronto could have gave us a pick. Offered us a first round pick, but they're for next year. So let's just go with the Pistons. Let's go for their first round pick. See what we have to give up. Carl Landry for a first round pick. I don't mind doing that. Ish Smith for a first round pick. I don't mind doing that one either. I'm just trying to get a first round pick. So I guess let's go with Carl Landry. We don't change anything in terms of contracts. So I think we're pretty much good. We give up OKC's first round next year, but we might want to keep this. Let's go with Ish Smith. So let's go ahead and get rid of him. Get this first round pick. No, I changed my mind. Okay, let's actually go with this. So we'll move Carl Landry. We'll get the Pistons first round pick. We'll give up our first round pick for next year, which should be okay. Because, you know, I'm trying to get the draft picks now so I can trade them in the draft and we can try to get the best players possible. So going right back to it, I know we can try to get the Wizards first round pick. This one shouldn't be that hard to get. We can give them straight up for Ish Smith, which might be the best move for us right now. And yeah, let's actually go with that one. So we'll do this one straight up. Go ahead and get Washington's first round pick. So now we're just adding on to our first round pick collection. We're pretty much just collecting picks, as many picks as possible, basically. Let's try to go with, trying to see who else will give up a pick relatively quick. We already have the Heat's pick. Maybe the Hawks, but the Hawks might make the playoffs. Memphis, they're in the West. They might not be able to win too many games. At least get us into the lottery. So we can move Joel Embiid, and we can get this pick. That might be the way to go. We can also move Nick Stauskas and a first round pick from next year. You actually go with that one. So we get Tony Allen back. Really don't care. We can try to move him too. But we're just trying to get pieces right now. Trying to get as many pieces as possible. Or not pieces, trying to get as many picks as possible. I'm trying to think who else might lose. Let's go with Boston. Can we get the Celtics first round pick? No offers for their first round pick, so they're not having that. What about the Brooklyn Nets? Can we get their first round pick? They're asking for our first round pick back, so we're not going to mess with them for right now. The Utah Jazz, they might not need their first round pick for a while, so they should go ahead and trade it to us. And they're asking for first round pick, another first round pick. That's for 2018. I probably don't mind doing that one. Jahlil Okafor, I don't want to move him right now. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and move our 2018 first round pick for the Utah Jazz first round pick this year. So So go ahead and do that. And how many draft picks do we have now? We have to have quite a few. Clicked on the wrong thing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 first round picks right now. That is a lot of picks. Let's see if we can get some more picks while we're at it. Let's go with Milwaukee for the heck of it. They might be able to give up a first round pick. And they're asking for, that's Jahlil Okafor. I don't want to do that. Here we go. Nerlens Noel, a second round pick from Brooklyn. Want to go ahead and do that one as well. So we are literally stacking up on first round picks, you guys. And I guess let's try to do maybe one more. I don't know how many picks we could have or how many picks we're allowed to have, but we're definitely going to try to get as many as possible. To the Knicks. The Knicks don't have their first. The Kings. Go with the Kings. Try to get the Kings first round pick. What do we have to give up for that? I think we have to give up nothing. Nope. Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid is gone. So we went ahead. We got another first round pick. I think we're pretty much good right there. Let's look at how many first round picks we have. Obviously, the plan is to try to trade them or maybe draft a player if there's no great offers available. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A total of 9 first round picks in this upcoming draft. So we should get some pretty good picks. At least I would hope we'll get some pretty good picks. So we'll go ahead, simulate it to the end of the year. See what our final record is, and then we can try to head to the offseason. All right, you guys, so we're here at the end of the season. We went 31-51 this season. Kevin Durant averaged almost 30 points a game, 8.9 rebounds, 8.7 assists. He is the MVP. Jahlil Okafor is going to be the Rookie of the Year for us, averaging just under 25 points a game and 10 rebounds. So a great year for Jahlil Okafor. The 6th Man of the Year is Joakim Noah, now playing for the Brooklyn Nets. Defensive Player of the Year is going to be DeAndre Jordan, and he's now playing for the OKC Thunder. CJ McCollum is the Most Improved Player of the Year, and then Billy Donovan, 74-8 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is a crazy record, 74-8, 97 overall. We should definitely go ahead take a look at the roster in a second, but all NBA first team goes to Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Jahlil Okafor. So look at that. Our rookie center is all NBA first team. The second team, James Harden, Stephen Curry, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and DeMarcus Cousins. All NBA third team goes to Dwayne Wade, DeMar DeRozan, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Andre Drummond. All NBA defensive first team, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, DeAndre Jordan. Defensive second team is Eric Bledsoe, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kawhi Leonard, and Rudy Gobert. All rookie first team, Okafor, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Emmanuel Mudiay, and Nikolai Jokic. And then all rookie second team, Kristaps Porzingis, TJ McConnell, Devin Booker, Stanley Johnson, and Miles Turner. So I want to go ahead and look very quickly at the OKC Thunder's roster. I just want to see what our competition is looking like. I think I passed them. Go ahead and see what our competition is looking like. They have Russell Westbrook, who was 96 overall, Kevin Durant 95, DeAndre Jordan 85, Steven Adams 81, Serge Ibaka 81. This team is absolutely loaded. So we do have our work cut out for us in this rebuild. This is the team we have to try to beat if we want to win an NBA championship. So that's going to be It's going to be hard to beat, but we're going to try to do it here in this offseason, if not the second offseason. But you see the Thunder obviously winning the NBA Finals, taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA Finals. That's definitely interesting. They beat the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the second round in advance. Look, and even the Milwaukee Bucks, we traded for their first round pick. Clearly, that is not going to be a lottery pick because they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, looking at the Finals MVP, goes to Kevin Durant. Great year for him. Kevin Garnett retires, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Steve Nash also retires. And then looking at the staff who's going to retire, Brendan Malone, Greg Popovich, Ron Adams, and Paul Pressey. So, Hall of Fame inductees, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Vince Carter. So Kobe Bryant did not retire after year one. So, let's go ahead and head to the draft lottery. We should have a couple of these, to say the least. A couple chances to get the top picks. So it looks like we have a lot of chance to get the top pick. So projected 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. That is not bad. I would definitely take 6 picks in the lottery. Let's see how this actually ends up playing out. So hopefully we can get the top pick. If not, maybe the second pick. We should be up there regardless. So I'm gonna try to speed through this as quickly as possible and see what we're actually picking. So our name has not came up yet. So that's definitely a good thing. The 11th pick, that's going to go to the Atlanta Hawks. So we do have a little bit of momentum or movement now. We end up getting the 10th pick right there. The 9th pick will also go to us. So 2 of our 6 picks are already available, 10 and 9. Let's see if we go right here. We end up going number 7 as well. So we got 3 more picks left. Hopefully these 3 picks can be top 5 picks. And the Boston Celtics end up going 5. So that definitely helps us out a little bit right there. We end up going 4, which is not a bad thing. We got 2 more left. We end up going number 3. Hopefully we could go ahead and go number 1 and the Celtics go 2. So that means we have the first overall pick in this NBA draft. So our trading definitely worked out. And after all of that, the first pick ends up being our own first pick. So that's definitely crazy. But look at the draft picks. We end up going 1, 3, 4, 7, 9, and 10. And then we should have 2 more later on in the round, 16 and 24. So, and 19 as well. So a lot of draft picks overall. But we definitely got some pretty good picks early in this draft. Hopefully we could trade them. If not, we will definitely draft the best available players. So we're going to go ahead and fire our coach now because we should have a stacked team. We're going to offer a lot of these coaches contracts, even though most of them will not sign with us, especially because our record sucks. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to try it anyway. So literally almost every single coach we're going to try to offer. Even Eric Spoelstra. This is probably the first time I've seen Eric Spoelstra as a free agent. Doc Rivers is also available. And I think that's it. We only offer 3 players, I think it said right now, or 3 coaches. So we'll leave it off with those. We definitely don't want to have an assistant coach with the F defensive rating. So we'll go down, look at these assistant coaches, and see who we want to bring on. So let's look at Benjamin Walker. Hopefully we can bring him in. Another assistant coach, Samuel, we'll try to bring him in as well. I think we only offer 3 apiece. Another assistant coach, let's go with some defense. So let's go with Jackson Thomas. So we'll go ahead and offer them the most possible. Trainers, we need the best trainers possible. So we'll go ahead and go with this guy. Navarro, let's offer him the max. Scott O'Gallagher, let's offer him the max as well. And then why not go ahead and offer Donald Jones the max. So we're trying to get the best staff, the optimal staff here. Assistant GM. Let's go with this Navarro guy again. I think I just offered him a contract, but hey, we're offering him an assistant GM spot as well. Go with him, and then we could go with Sanford. So let's offer them one CFO. This probably really does not matter at this point, but we'll go ahead and offer the top guys anyway. I mean, why not offer the top guys? So we'll offer them, and we're good. 3 offers at every single position. The first go around, we get our CFO. So we're good with that. The second one, look at all these coaches who rejected our offers. That is absolutely crazy. Nobody wants to coach us. They think we just absolutely suck. But they're definitely going to be upset when they see what we do with this roster and they see the team that they had the opportunity to possibly coach. So instead, we're going to go with Elijah Nelson. Hopefully, he could be the head coach. He might be coach of the year soon, and the other coaches are going to be mad. We'll also offer him one as well. So 2 more people we offer contracts to. We get an assistant coach. We get an assistant GM. We get a trainer. We're still missing that head coach, guys. So we're still waiting. We just need a head coach, and that is it. We finally get both of them that do accept. But between these 2, we are going to go with the more balanced coach. So we're going to go with William Goodrich. He is going to be our coach. We finally get an accepted offer. So we'll go ahead and decline him. And we are good to go. So this is going to be our coaching staff moving forward. Definitely not that bad. So go ahead and go straight to the NBA draft because I'm not scouting nobody, which is very irresponsible. But I want to trade these picks. I might draft Ben Simmons, just cause, or Brandon Ingram. I don't know who this draft class has ranked first, but you know one of them are going to be good. But we will do our due diligence and look at the offers anyway. So Chris Middleton, who was always on the board, Jay Crowder, and they'll move. We'll also get the second overall pick, so that's not bad. Moving, getting the second guy, moving up, moving down one spot, excuse me, and then possibly getting Jay Crowder. So that is a possibility. Kemba Walker is available. Derek Favors is available. Then we'll drop down to the second round. Darren Collison. I don't think I want any of these guys. I might move down one spot, maybe. Eric Bledsoe's available too. That's definitely a possibility. Let's do this. Let's move down one spot. I know they're going to get Ben Simmons, but Jay Crowder might be better right now. Maybe not, because he should be cheaper too. I don't know, guys. I'm going through dilemmas over here. So if we stay where we're at, Ben Simmons obviously the top guy. You theoretically have to go with him. Maybe Brandon Ingram. Let's go with Ben Simmons. Hey, let's just go with him. Hopefully he turns out to be the player we hope he is. I have no idea what his overall is with this draft class. Why should not be that great? We'll end up finding out very shortly. So Ben Simmons out of LSU. 30 points a game, 11 rebounds. Oh, he ends up being the 82 overall. So definitely a good pick. That's probably one of the highest I've seen them in any draft class. So 82 overall, we get Ben Simmons. Definitely a great addition. Let's actually see what these overalls are looking like. So the second pick is going to be Buddy Hield. Let's see what his overall ends up being, because they might be a little bit higher in the draft class. I know everybody makes the draft classes a little bit different. He's a 79 overall, so still a very good player. We're going to try to trade out. If we can't trade out of the third spot, I have no issues trying to go with another player, maybe like a Jamal Murray, somebody like that, basically with the third overall pick. So let's find out. Isaiah Thomas is available. He might be better than Jamal Murray. We might just go with that. 86 overall. We really might go with that, especially for $6 million. It leaves us money for the offseason. Kemba Walker. Derek Favors is available. Yeah, that is crazy. So let's actually go ahead and go with Isaiah Thomas. So not going that far, going from Boston to Philly, but we get Isaiah Thomas. Boston gets another pick. Look, they got a lot of picks as well in this draft. Who do they end up going with? They go with Chris Dunn. So they basically replace Isaiah Thomas with Chris Dunn. Let's see what his overall ends up being like. It's 76, so I think that's definitely an L. But if you're looking long term, maybe that might be a good move. But we're trying to win as quickly as possible. So the fourth pick, see if we can trade out of this, see what type of players we could get. Derek Favors is available, and I think Derek Favors might be the way to go. We have a center already, so let's go ahead and make the move, get Derek Favors. And now the only thing we're really missing is a shooting guard. Alright, so I'm simulating. We're here now with the 7th pick. Let's see what we could possibly get right here for trading out of this pick. Jay Crowder is available once again. That'll be a backup small forward coming off the bench, maybe. Let's see what else they have. They have Brook Lopez available. And they have DeAndre Jordan available as well. Let's look at Crowder's contract. Only $6 million. Why not? Why not go ahead and get another small forward? We have 2 of them. We're giving the 76ers a whole lot of picks. It's basically us and the 76ers all in this draft. So they end up getting Jaylen Brown. Let's see what his overall ends up being like. I don't think they will show us right now because it's not a top 5 pick. I think they're just going to show us this screen and move to our pick, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they're not going to show us. So we'll go ahead and go to our next pick, which we have 20 offers for. Wow, 20 offers, and it looks like all they're doing now is giving us future first rounders. Unless we trade for Mike Conley, which will be a backup point guard. We can try to get Lou Williams and the Lakers first round pick for next year. But we got to take on that salary, which I probably don't want to do. So I think at this point, let's just go ahead and trade for first round picks for next year, because I think we're pretty solid at this point in this draft. So we traded the 9th spot. We trade out of the 10th spots. Basically, trade out all the rest of these spots, basically. and try to get picks for next year. Stock those picks up, and we should be alright if anybody's interested in these picks. This is all we got right now. This is our squad right now. Derek Favors, Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Jahlil Okafor, and Tony Allen. But why not try to trade out of this spot? So I think it's the 10th pick right now. See if we get any first rounders for next year. We get a lot of them. Let's try to take the best one. We can still get Mike Conley though. That's still an option. Maybe go with Utah, and they're giving us a first round pick back in 2018. So why not go ahead, trade out of there? Then we still got 3 picks left, which I still want to trade for first round picks. So I know the draft's taking a while. Jamal Murray just now went at 10. I think he fell pretty low, but does not matter. I hate that you can't skip these. If there's a way you can skip it faster besides holding Y or triangle, please let me know, because I'm holding triangle. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible, and I don't see a sim to next draft pick type of thing. So I think you pretty much have to watch this, or you have to simulate the whole draft. Now, I know you could do that, but I do want to get through this part as quickly as possible. But I don't want to simulate it, let the computer pick, and we don't trade for first round picks for next season if we need it. So Milwaukee, but we need 2017 first round pick. This is Taj Gibson. We don't need a player back. We just want a first round pick off a team who's not good. We could get our pick right back from the Grizzlies, but I think we're going to be pretty good. So don't want to go with that right now. Maybe New York 2018 pick. Denver first round pick, possibly. That's moving 2 picks now for the pick next year. Let's go ahead and do that. So move 2 picks for a pick for next year from Denver. Denver got what, 4 picks in a row, looks like? That is definitely crazy. Only a couple of the teams have really drafted in this draft class, which is crazy as a whole. But we have 1 more pick left in this round. We have a couple of other offers. Cleveland, Golden State is looking for a first round pick for next season. We might go with Houston, because they probably won't have Dwight Howard. I'll go with Detroit. So let's go with Houston. Yeah, let's go with Houston, and let's bank on them. No, because they're asking for a first round pick. So let's go with Toronto. So we go ahead and move that pick to Toronto. Hopefully they don't have DeMar DeRozan anymore. I think we're pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of this draft. Start heading to free agency and see who's available, because we should still have some money. I didn't take on anybody with a crazy contract, and I did that on purpose so we can still sign some players during this free agency. So Ben Simmons by far the best player. We could have went with Brandon Ingram. He's an 80 overall, so at least we know for future references. Jamal Murray's a 75 overall, so good thing we didn't go with that. I think we have pretty solid class. So look, we get Ben Simmons on the team. We're going to sign him. Options, why not keep these guys just to add some extra spaces to it? LeBron declined, DeMar DeRozan declined, a lot of people declined, but we got to see who's actually going to end up here. So money wise, these players are going to pretty much test free agency. I'm 100% fine with that, because we have a pretty good roster as of right now. So $46 million in cap space, and LeBron James is there. I was really hoping that DeMar DeRozan will be available, because I definitely want a shooting guard. When we look at our team, that is pretty much the only thing we're really missing is a shooting guard. We have Derek Favors, Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ben Simmons, Jahlil Okafor. Now, obviously, I could go with LeBron James once again, but I'm going to try not to get LeBron this time around, because I typically always get him. So we'll go ahead and not try to bring him in. Maybe Kobe Bryant for 1 year. Get Kobe his 6th ring. Why not? Bring him back home to Philly anyway. So let's go ahead and sign him to a 1-year deal. Move that up a little bit. Now to about $9 million. Pretty sure he should sign. So we'll try to bring in Kobe. I think we might need a backup point guard. I'm pretty sure we might need one. Let's go ahead and try to bring on J.R. Smith for 1 season as well. So add this up, give him a little bit more money so he can play for 1 year, so we can get him off our books for next season. Power forward, I think we're pretty much set there. We can bring in my man Kent Bazemore, but I think we have a couple of small forwards. Let me look one more time. We have 2. Yes, we got Crowder, we got Ben Simmons. We don't need another one. I might bring in another shooting guard. I might bring in one more shooting guard possibly. Or we brought in a shooting guard. I mean, I might bring in another center. Excuse me. I know we have Okafor. I could bring in Whiteside. He'll be one heck of a player coming off of the bench. Why not? Why not bring in? We have a whole lot of money, so pretty much the max deal. You guys already know we're gonna go player option 3 years. Try to bring him in and go ahead and simulate it. So we signed J.R. Smith. We signed Whiteside. Kobe Bryant is still pending, but we should be able to get him. So we get Kobe. And I think we're pretty much good. So we're pretty much good, I think. So let's go ahead and look at this. Well, matter of fact, let's go straight to player progression so we can actually look at this roster. We should be set. So we got Whiteside, we got Isaiah Thomas, Derek Favors, Ben Simmons is there. Okafor is the 82 overall. I might have to start. I don't know who I'm going to start, honestly. I don't really care. We're just trying to win. Jay Crowder, Kobe Bryant is here. Hopefully we can get him his 6th ring before he goes out. And hopefully this is the championship squad, you guys. Very OP team, honestly. This team is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and go to training camps. Load the next draft class. I think I use the Silks guy, so we'll use his. Does he now have a 2017 draft class? I see 2016, then it goes to 2018. Oh, here it is down here. My fault. So I see the 2017. Go ahead and use that. Go to training camps and let's see how many. We have 2 available, so untapped potential. Ben Simmons, use that on him right away. And untapped potential again, we can use this one on Jahlil Okafor. So we use both of our camps. We should be good to go. Let's see who the computer by default, who do they have in the starting lineup. So rebuild the rotation. They got Isaiah Thomas, Kobe, Ben Simmons, Derek Favors, Jahlil Okafor. So they did a good thing. They got Hassan Whiteside coming off the bench. I do not mind that. Jay Crowder coming off the bench. This roster should be set. I'm never going to make any trades. Let's go ahead and simulate it to the end of the season. And then yeah, we'll pick back up at the end. I'm going to decline all the deals. So we'll pick back up at the end and see where our final record ends up being. Or matter of fact, no, I'm not going to drop it off. I was going to drop it off, but look at this record. We are absolutely dominating. So hopefully this simulates pretty quick. Typically I drop it out because it takes a while to simulate, but this time it's going pretty fast. So I'm just literally not doing anything. So we're not making any trades. We're winning ball games. I already have 48 wins at the All-Star break. So I don't even know what it's telling me. I'm literally just clicking right now, but it does not matter. Look at this roster right now. And we end up going 69-13. So, looking at the awards, most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, 26 points, 10 assists. Buddy Hield is the rookie of the year, just under 27 points a game. That's a crazy stat line for a rookie. Miles Plumlee, 6th man of the year. Defensive player is Rudy Gobert. Cole Aldridge is the most improved player, grabbing in 10 rebounds. And I told you, William Goodrich is going to be the coach of the year after the first season. All NBA first team, you got Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Marc Gasol. Second team is Damian Lillard, Buddy Hield, Carmelo Anthony, Paul Millsap, and DeMarcus Cousins. Third team, you got Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond. Defensive team, you got Russell Westbrook, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Rudy Gobert. All defensive second team, Eric Bledsoe, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, LeBron James, Marc Gasol. Here's the first rookie team. Hield, Simmons, Dunn, Brown, and Bender. And the second team is Labissiere, Brandon Ingram, Diamond Stone, Jamal Murray, and Jacob Poole. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm never going to try it. So, we are a first seed taking on the Detroit Pistons. So, let's go ahead and look at their squad and see how they match up with us. And besides 3 key players, that is about all they have. So, I think we clearly have a better roster than the Pistons. So, let's go ahead and see how this works out. We lose game 1. We do win game 2. Win game 3. We win game 4. Can we close it out in 5? No, we cannot. Can we close it out in 6? We're able to close it out in 6. So now we're taking on the Chicago Bulls. Let's see who they got. They got Rose, and they still got Jimmy Butler. And then they got Thaddeus Young, Joakim Noah. They have him back on the teams. I think last season he was with the the Brooklyn Nets. So they got him back. but I still don't think their team is better than ours, but let's find out. So game 1, we hold down home court, win game 2, game 3, can we pull off a sweep? And yes, we can. So we get the sweep. Now we're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, and look at this, the OKC Thunder lost. So this is the best chance to win a championship because the team that we're competing against the most isn't even in the playoffs. So look at the Bucks. They got Antetokounmpo. They have a solid team: Jabari Parker, Chris Middleton, Nerlens Noel, Greg Monroe. But I still do not think their team is better than our team. This team is absolutely stacked all across the board. Backups are good. Starters are good. We should be able to win this game, this series. But let's find out. So we win game 1, win game 2, win game 3. Can we pull off a sweep? Yes, we do. So we're taking on the Denver Nuggets in the NBA Finals, you guys. And we might be able to pull this off in just a year or two. So let's look at the Nuggets roster. Let's see who they have over there. They have LeBron James. That is the reason why they are here. That is the reason why they are in the NBA Finals. So LeBron, Gallinari, Kenneth Faried, Will Barton, and Emmanuel Mudiay. I don't know, guys. You guys let me know. I think we still have a better roster than them, even though they do have LeBron James, who's obviously a crazy guy. So let's go ahead and simulate game 1. We win that. We win game 2. We lose game 3. Lose game 4. So now this is 2-2. We end up winning game 6. Or game 5. So we're here in game 6 now. And this one is going to be crazy. So we'll go ahead, use the Simcast on this one. Hopefully we go ahead and pull this one out. And if we do, then we'll go ahead and do the championship celebration, all that good stuff. Because we rebuild them in almost 2 years. And it looks as if we're going to be able to do it. We are dominating this game. As long as we can hold on to the lead, we should be good. And the rebuild should be complete in just the second season. So they end up coming back. And look at this. It looks as if we might lose the lead. And we might actually head to a game 7, you guys. So we'll go ahead and continue the simulation. And look at this, we do give up a lead, being outscored 30-18 in the third quarter. So, game 7 is here. We found a team that's going to push us, and let's find out. We are at home in Philly. Can we win game 7? And right away, we're off to a deficit, but we're able to come back. We got the lead. Look at this. This is a back and forth matchup, you guys. This will be an interesting game if I was really watching this on TV, but we are down now. We need to come back. See if we can do something here in game 7. They are pulling away. Look at this. We might end up losing. And we lose game 7 to the Denver Nuggets. Wow. So I almost pulled off the rebuild. But it looks as if we have one more offseason to do, because the Nuggets are going to win in game 7. Look at the stats. Ben Simmons, only player that showed up, 25, 9, and 7. Kobe had 14. We could not get Kobe his 6th ring. Isaiah Thomas was there. Derek Favors didn't. Jay Crowder only had 8 points. Derek Favors only had 6 points. He did have 9 rebounds, but that is it. We couldn't pull it off. LeBron James had 33 and 10, and we ended up losing after we had a lead early in the series. So LeBron is going to be the Finals MVP, only averaging 19 points a game, but it's still LeBron James. Kobe Bryant will retire, so we could not give Kobe his 6th ring. We tried to, but we just couldn't pull it off. Looking at the retired coaches, you got George Karl, Bob Weiss, Kobe, only player going to the Hall of Fame. So we're right back here at the draft lottery to see what our chances are going to be like. So we have 2, look like 3. And I think that could have been it. So it looks like we only have 3 chances. We have number 9, 12, and 14. So let's see how this ends up being. We get 14, which was expected. The Hawks go 13. Do we end up getting 12 where we're projected at? We get 12. Hopefully our 9th pick can move up at least 1, maybe to 8. But we'll end up finding out. Now, number 10 pick goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 9, that's where we'll end up being. So we have the 9th pick. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate through the rest of it. The 7th pick goes to the Denver Nuggets. So they're going to get even better. So they might be a rival too. We got them, and we have the Thunder, who are all going to be stacked coming into the next season. Houston Rockets are 5. The Dallas Mavericks will end up getting the 4th pick. The Lakers will end up getting the 3rd pick. the Celtics go number 2, so that means that the Orlando Magic will have the first pick in the 2017 draft. So we'll see how this ends up being. I think we're pretty much good for our staff. We need a head scout, so we'll go ahead and try to quickly sign a scout, so that way we can head to the draft and we'll see who's available or see if we can move any of these draft picks. So we're waiting on one of them to decide to sign. They're still waiting. There we go. So we get all 3 of them. I don't remember who's the best one, so we're going to sign him, decline the other 2, and we're good to go. So heading on to the NBA draft, being irresponsible once again and not doing any of the scouting. But we're here at the draft, so see what will happen basically in the draft. Hopefully we can actually trade a lot of them, but we will find out, you guys. So still hoping, man, 2K needs to make a faster way to get through all of this, because I just want to trade my pick and get up out of here. Josh Jackson goes number 1. Number 2 goes to the Boston Celtics. They get Dennis Smith. Alright, so there is a trade at the 4 spot. They traded Brook Lopez to try to move. But we'll see what happens. I just want to move. I'm thinking I'm going to trade my pick pretty much regardless. But we'll end up finding out. So there's another trade here between the Magic and the Celtics. And they end up getting Jason Tatum from Duke. So we're getting closer and closer to our pick. There's a trade at the 7th spot that's going to delay us a little bit with the Denver Nuggets trading out to the Toronto Raptors. So let's see who the Raptors end up getting with that spot. So they get a big man, 6'10", 242 from Greece, Idris Adebayo. I don't know if I said that name right either. Look like the Bulls are going to trade out with the Lakers, or trade in up for the Lakers pick. See who they end up getting with the 8th spot. They get Malik Monk. So we just need one more big time trade, I think. We have 19 offers. Hopefully we can get a shooting guard, because that's what we're missing the most. Chris Middleton is available. But that contract is the only thing that's crazy with Chris Middleton. They got Nicholas Batum, Rudy Gobert. We don't need another shooting. We don't need another center. And I don't know what I want to do with this pick. We can go with some depth and get some pretty decent players off of the bench. That might be maybe the best route. But I don't want to waste a lot of money either. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna trade. I don't really know at this point. It's actually just pick a player, because he should be cheaper. So let's hope that we get lucky and we get somebody who ends up being pretty good. It's really not a good shooting guard right here. This guy's 100% scouted, so we'll see what his overall is. A 66. Don't want to go with him. This guy's a 69. Looks like this draft class actually sucks. So no, let's trade it. There's no point in drafting one of these guys because they're really not that great. So let's trade this pick. Let's see if we combine these draft picks that we have, what can we get? This is a hypothetical question. What can we get if we combine all our picks? It looks like we still can't get a whole lot. We could get Harry Giles, but we don't need another center. This will be a shooting guard that we could try to get, but besides that, there's not a lot of players we could try to get right now. So we can get Mike Conley off the bench. Let's go ahead. Let's just move for Mike Conley. He can come off the bench. You can never have too many great point guards. Let's go with Mike Conley, and then let's see what ends up being available during free agency. So, all right. So this draft class just wasn't good as a whole. So, good thing we didn't really pick anybody here in this draft class. Let's go to rookie signing. We got one guy. He's a 67 overall. Hopefully he doesn't get into the game. We're going to bring everybody back on their options. Blake Griffin declined his. So did Paul Millsap. So did Kyle Lowry. But we'll end up finding out what we can get. So we have no qualifying offers. Our free agents. We have Tony Allen, who has bird rights, so he can't go over the cap to try to bring him back. But we'll hold off and see what actually happens. We only have $7 million in cap space, so we don't have a whole lot of money, but maybe we can try to get somebody relatively cheaper. If not, then we'll just try to bring back J.R. Smith to play shooting guard, and that looks like it might be the best option. Or bring back Tony Allen, who has the bird right, so we can go over the cap to get him. So let's go with J.R. Smith first. Hopefully he can sign first. This is a risk because we're hoping basically that Tony Allen doesn't sign it with the first go around. So we signed J.R. Smith, and it looks like Tony Allen did sign away on the first go. So we can't bring him back. Don't have any more money. So yeah, we're pretty much good, I think. Let's go ahead and go straight to player progressions because we have the core there. Like, look at how good our team is. We are pretty good. Derek Favors is there. Isaiah Thomas, Hassan Whiteside, Ben Simmons is now 85 overall. Jahlil Okafor now 85 overall. Mike Conley now coming off the bench. Jay Crowder coming off the bench. We still got J.R. Smith. We have a fantastic team. So let's go right back to training camps. I guess hopefully we don't make it this far, but we'll go ahead and load up his 2018 class. But anyway, training camps is here. We'll go ahead and do untapped potential on the same two guys. We'll go ahead and do it on Ben Simmons. And hopefully it should be maxed out or close to it now. And then we'll do it on Jahlil Okafor. So, did it on those two. And I think we should be pretty much good to go. I do want to go ahead and look and see what's available for Mike Conley, just in case we could get some more pieces for him. But if not, I have no problem trying to keep him. And it looks like we're probably going to. They do give us Kristaps Porzingis, but nothing too crazy. So we'll go ahead, hold on to him. I'm gonna simulate this season, then we'll come back at the end of the third season. All right, guys. So we go absolutely crazy this year. 78-4. That is our final record. The most valuable player also goes to our Ben Simmons. 18.9 points, basically 19 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, 6.4 assists, and 1.5 steals a game. Almost a block his game also. So Ben Simmons, a pretty well-rounded year for him. Josh Jackson is going to be the rookie of the year, averaging 14 points a game. Mason Plumlee is going to be the sixth man of the year once again. Draymond Green, defensive player of the year. Tony Roten is going to be the most improved player of the year, now averaging 12.7 points a game. We end up getting coach of the year. And let's look at the actual All-NBA first team. You got Lillard, Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, obviously, Kevin Durant, Andre Drummond. Second team, James Harden, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Paul George, Marc Gasol. Third team is John Wall, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, DeMarcus Cousins. All defensive first team, Russell Westbrook, Eric Bledsoe, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert. Defensive second team, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Andre Drummond. All rookie first team, Josh Jackson, Isaac Humphries, Harry Giles, Idris Adebayo, and Dennis Smith. Second team, Jason Tatum, JJT, Len Ellis Jr., Dwayne Wood, and Stephen Zimmerman. So, looking at the actual playoff bracket, we're the number 1 seed. Obviously, we're taking on the Chicago Bulls. Let's look at their roster now. We played them last year, and they did get a little bit better. They added Chris Bosh. They also added Wesley Matthews. So they are a little bit better, but our team is very stacked. So we should go ahead and win this series. We go up 2-0. We go up 3-0, and we're able to get the sweep. So now we're taking on the Indiana Pacers. Let's look at their lineup in their roster and see who they end up having. So Paul George is now at 91 overall. They got CJ McCollum on their team now. They also have Miles Turner. They have Rodney Hood and Bismack Biyombo, even Evan Turner. So a pretty decent lineup for the Pacers. But looking at ours once again, our lineup is just great across the board. I think we still have a better team. So we'll end up going and simulating game 1, which we win. Game 2, we win this one. Game 3, we win this one, and we sweep them also. So now we're taking on the Charlotte Hornets, who we traded with, I think, in the first draft. I think we traded them earlier. I don't really remember at this point. But look at who the Hornets have on their roster. They got Kemba Walker, Nicholas Batum, and MKG. Roster is decent. I don't think it's anywhere near our roster, but they are the number 2 seed, so we will find out. They win game 1. We split. We win game 2. They win game 3. Maybe I was talking too much trash because they're up 3 games to 1. We go ahead and take this to game 7. We are now heading to a game 7. Let's go ahead and simcast this and see how this one turns out. Hopefully we don't end the video right here. I was hoping that we could win a championship with them, but let's find out. So simulating, we jump off to an early lead, but this game is close. You see we're now up by a couple of points, but this one's still close. I don't want to celebrate too early. We're now up by close to 10 points. It's going back and forth. Hopefully we can pull away, which we just did there in the 3rd quarter, and it looks as if we have a pretty comfortable lead now, and we will end up heading to the NBA Finals. So the Hornets, I just talked a lot of trash about them, but they pushed us, and now we're going to be taking on the OKC Thunder. Now this is the matchup we wanted. See who got the best team, because I knew if we wanted to win a championship, we were going to have to beat them. They have Russell Westbrook, who's now a 97 overall. Kevin Durant, who's a 96. They got Ibaka. They got Payne, 81. And then they got Anderson. So a very solid team. They got better players than us when it comes to the top, but we are more well-rounded. Even J.R. Smith is almost an 80 overall on our team. So let's go ahead and see what happens in this NBA Finals. So in game 1, we take that one. We take game 2. We lose game 3. We lose game 4. So this is looking very similar to last year. We are back in Philly. Can we win game 5? Yes, we do. And can we close this out in Oklahoma City? Game 6, let's find out. So we're losing early in the game, but it's still very close. This is go back and forth. We need to go on a run, which we do a little bit here in the 2nd quarter. We take a little bit of a lead, but we need to try to extend that here in the 3rd quarter. But OKC comes roaring back, and now this game is going back and forth. But we take the lead, and it looks as if we're going to be able to pull this one off. So that's going to be it, you guys. We do defeat the OKC Thunder. Crazy rebuild. A lot of teams showed up, but we end up winning the NBA Finals, you guys. And that's going to be it for this one. Just like always, I'm going to show you guys the NBA, the championship celebration at the end. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. In the comment section below, let me know who do you want to see me rebuild next. Whoever gets the most votes, I'll go ahead and we will rebuild them next. But that's everything I got, you guys. Definitely, please leave this video a like and subscribe for more NBA 2K16 rebuilds. It's your boy D Lloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.